It's William Kimberley from RTTV, sitting in the rather exciting Vuhl track and road car, and beside me is Iker Echeverria, who is the technical director of this company that's making this car. So Iker, tell me about the car, please.
Well, as you can see, it's a very radical design. We don't have any roof, any windscreen. It's like the raw experience of driving. That's exactly what we were looking for in this car. So, well, as you can see, it's very roomy on the inside, although it's a very small car on the outside. So we try to optimize the size completely. The ergonomics are optimized, as you can see, like in a very race-oriented way. You know, all the inside of the car is very raw. You don't have any fittings inside. It's like the monocoque that you're in touch with. It was designed in a way that it complies with the certification. You can see also, for example, all the controls in a center panel. All of them are over there. You don't have any other controls all the way around. An important thing to say is we have a GoPro camera here. It's an HD camera that you can turn on in the center console, and you can record whatever you want to. Later on, you can download all the information in a USB connector we have. So, well, it's like a very racetrack oriented car, although you have some things oriented to the experience of driving this car.
There's also a car without doors too.
Yeah, exactly. Well, talking about that is we are trying to lose weight on every part. So we thought, well, it's like the experience of a motorcycle. You can jump into the car. You will be driving with a helmet. If it rains, well, it's the same as a motorcycle.
Okay, and so it's a track car primarily, but he said it's certified for the road as well in certain countries.
Exactly. It was designed around the European certification, so it complies with the UK certification and some other countries in Europe. In other countries, can be sold as a track day car.
Okay. And what is the power unit? What engine powers it?
It is powered by a 2-liter turbo Ford EcoBoost engine, delivering 285 horsepower, lots of torque. So we're very happy with this engine and, well, with the power-to-weight ratio in general.
And have you done anything to the engine yourself, or is it just a standard off-the-shelf unit?
Well, it's a standard off-the-shelf unit together with the gearbox and the axles. So we want to don't be changing anything from the internals. It's completely off-the-shelf, and the electronics are the calibration is optimized from 240 horsepower to 285. That's the only modification. Other than that, all the parts are off the shelf.
Okay. And the weight of the car, dry?
Dry weight 695 kilograms.
So it's a very light car with quite a powerful engine then, a good power-to-weight ratio.
Exactly. That's what, since the beginning, we were aiming to have a very powerful power-to-weight ratio, and we achieved it well.
Sure. And of course, the car's gone up the Goodwood Hill climb just recently. How did it perform? What was the feedback from the driver?
Well, we had Duncan Tappy for 2 days, and afterwards we had Esteban Gutierrez on Sunday. So both of them really liked the way it performs, the way the feedback it gives to the driver. We focused on, for example, losing all the friction on the steering system completely. So both of these guys were telling us that the car really drives very easily. Everybody can make a quick lap. You don't have to be a racing driver to make like a hot lap. So that's exactly what they were saying, that they really liked that about the car. Really easy to drive, really easy to have a good time on the track. Lots of feedback on the steering wheel, on the brakes, lots of response from the engine. So in general terms, they were happy with the car.
And the overall handling, is it oversteer, understeer, neutral? What did you aim for?
It's understeer a little bit, because it's like the best way to go when you have this kind of configuration with a middle engine retraction. So we wanted to understeer a little bit, and well, you have a bar that you can adjust depending on the track you're going to.
Okay, so it is configurable to the track then, almost.
It's configurable, exactly.
Okay. Great. Well, Iker, thank you very much indeed. It's very interesting indeed. Thank you. I'm now talking to Guillermo Echeverria, technical director of Vuhl. So Guillermo, please talk us through the chassis.
Yes, of course. Well, this is the chassis used in the lately launched Vuhl 05. It is an all-aluminum monocoque, all bonded together. We use epoxy adhesives, some rivets at some points also, using 10 different aluminum extrusions designed for this purpose in specific. And it is divided into 4 different sections. First section is a crash box going from the front until this part, then bolted to the second section, which is a front suspension module, which is then bolted to the tub, the main monocoque, and then at last we bolt 8 different points. We bolt the rear subframe, which is a welded steel structure.
I imagine that one of the benefits of this, that if you have an accident or a panel needs repairing, it's quite simple to do. You don't have to do the whole tub or just repair the panel in concern. Is that correct?
Yes, exactly. This chassis has been patented under the name of Echeverria. It is a configurable chassis that has been divided in these 4 sections for repairability purposes. Basically, on the front we have the crash structure that can take up to 30 miles per hour. And then we have all this space before it gets to the cabin.
Great. Guillermo, on behalf of RTTV, thank you very much indeed. This is Kimberley signing out. Thank you very much.
Thank you.